be like a lightning bolt. Maybe you're a wizard, 'cause you're busy. There's magic in your rhythm, like a shockwave to my system. Maybe you're a wizard, 'cause you're busy. 'Cause every time I'm with you, you're my one and only elixir. Like a magnetic attraction, a supernatural vertigo. It's a chemical reaction, something I never imagined. No, maybe you're a wizard, 'cause you're busy. There's magic in your rhythm, like a shockwave to my system. Maybe you're a wizard, 'cause you're busy. 'Cause every time I'm with you, you're my one and only elixir.
Hello, everybody. My name is Ashley. I'm a senior developer here at NVIDIA for Omniverse and developer advocate. And this is my dog, Luna. Last week I had Rosie on the stream. This is Luna. She likes to sit in my lap. And this is the Learn With Me live stream. I stream every Monday and Wednesday at 1 o'clock Eastern Time, 10 a.m. Pacific Time. And basically, I started this series to explore parts of Omniverse that I wasn't familiar with, see how extensions, how workflows, how connectors could accelerate my time to production. And I thought, what better way to do that than with the Omniverse community, because everyone is so very helpful. With that said, most of the time I'm exploring something I haven't ever done before or coming back to after it's been updated and exploring the new features. So if you see me struggling with anything, you're more than welcome to put into the chat an idea how to move me forward. The great thing about this stream specifically is I'm very engaged with the chat and try to interact with you guys as much as possible. So yeah, don't be shy. Before I begin today, I'm going to share the documentation that I always share. Let's throw my face to the side here. This is the resource doc that I share at the top of every stream so that if you're watching later, you can check out all the links that I talk about today without me having to spam the chat or you going looking for it yourself. And on the first page are essentials, and then on the second page are the resources for the stream that I'm doing today and streams that I've done in the past. So really important, a couple of things is the community challenge. This is the last week for the seasonal art challenge. It's not a contest. It's just a way for you to get involved with Omniverse and use Omniverse in your workflow, whether that's using Unreal Engine and using Omniverse for your rendering, or to build your environment or build your assets in Blender and export to create an environment into Omniverse. We have Jay from JS Films doing the Unreal Engine workflow and Tanya using the Blender workflow. And you post it to the forums or to Discord. You have a chance to be featured on all of the Omniverse channels, such as X, LinkedIn, Instagram, Threads even, and also the NVIDIA Studio channels. So just a good way to get involved in a nice little shout out. And this is the last week to do it. So make sure you're sending in your stuff in, and then we're going to start a new challenge very soon. The other thing on the essentials part of the resource document is the Omniverse community calendar. If you don't have this added to your calendar, you will be missing some really cool live streams like mine. The Isaac Sim office hours are back up and running every Wednesday. I have mine for next Wednesday, and this week in Omniverse will be updated too. I think this might be getting changed. I think we're going to be exploring how to create an extension using the new extension video that Paul Cutsinger had put out. And if you have this added to your calendar, you get reminded of when all of that starts. And then finally are the no-code UI documentation that we're going to be exploring today. So this is brand new. I think it was released like a week or two ago. It's a way to create UI without having to do any code. It uses Action Graph or OmniGraph to push it out into the stage. So I have been very good and refrained from trying to build it prior to the stream so I could start fresh and kind of go at the same pace that someone who's never touched it before would go at. But I did look over the documentation because I saw there are some step-by-step tutorials on how to do the UI. So I kind of just like looked through this and I did just a tiny bit of the styling too, or just read through the styling. So I'm gonna see how far I can get today, and we'll explore the no-code UI. With that said, I'm gonna go ahead and hide my face now. Let's do this layout. This one? Yeah, that one's good. And we're gonna throw this down here, and we're gonna open up Omniverse. So I'm using Omniverse Code 2023.1.1. I like to use Code because it's kind of a pared down version of USD Composer, and there's just not as much loaded on. So I feel that it reacts much more quickly when I'm building extensions. So I figured I would use it for no-code UI as well. Data Juggler's in the chat. Hey, Data. All right, so I know that we can create the no-code UI by just going to create an UI, or you can also do it through here. And I think the first thing that the documentation said was to create a frame. And then to activate it, you have to like go into here and you go to viewport frame. Was that the case? It's supposed to like show up at the bottom. Maybe I had to add something else. Let's do... There we go. So now that's showing up. Window frame. It creates it as a little window. Let's just throw a bunch of UI elements in here. Oh no, I can't right click anymore. Okay, let's go back to the documentation. It said... So you create a frame. And then we're going to add a button. And then you click frame to make it a viewport frame. Select frame in your stage. In the UI flyout panel, select VStack to add a vertical stack to the frame. Okay. Maybe I get rid of this. Oops. Oh no, I deleted the whole thing. Let's just get rid of that. Let's start fresh again. UI frame and then UI VStack. Right click on frame. Oh no, it was right click on viewport frame. Window frame? No. Viewport frame. It's not showing up. Oh, I keep forgetting to do the button. Let's follow this step by step. Select frame and then select button. Then right click on frame. Then do the viewport frame. Then do the VStack. UI flyout panel must mean this. Oh, you can dock it out. Frame, button, right click, viewport frame, and it creates a massive button. And then you click VStack, and they added a couple of spacers. And then you can enable children reordering. I'm biased, but the Python way seems easier. I think it depends on your workflow. Like, see how this video is less than a minute long and they were able to create 3 buttons in less than a minute using just the no code UI. So I think this might be quicker. I guess it just depends on what you're doing. I know at this time, you cannot create the no code UI for a widget that requires a model. But if you're just doing like quick events, this might be a little bit easier. Also, if you don't have any programming language knowledge, then this might be easier to do. I think once you get the workflow down though, there's just like a small learning curve and then you're able to do it just as fast as whoever created this video. All right, starting fresh again. I'm gonna do what they did because I like that. That was cool. I can pull this out over here. Frame. Button, and then I right click viewport frame. Yay! And then they created a VStack. I'm gonna put 2, nope, not a placer, a spacer and an H stack. And I think you put the button in the H stack. There we go. And now I enable that's what I was trying to click. Enable children reordering. Now I can put that there. Okay. And I can do, can I like just duplicate it? Can I just duplicate? Duplicate. This is pretty cool. A really fast way to just create a bunch of buttons. What else can we add into our H stack? We could do a label. Now, what if I want to label? We'll put I am a label. Where is it? Alignment, left top, top to bottom, left bottom. I don't see it though. Maybe I'll put it in the H stack. There it is. Oh, it's so hard to see. It's right there. What if I put it over this way? Can I change the color? With. That's cool. Height. Where did it go? Like, all right, how do I make... I can add styling. Color. Let's make it red. There we go. Now we can see it. Hey, Zia. Zia's in the chat. Okay, let's add something else into our H stack. Oh, I keep right clicking, but I just do it here. Let's do a circle. And a triangle. Oh, it's behind the button. What if I add another H stack for the triangle in here? I'll do this H stack there. Where'd my triangle go? Put this spacer there. Let's detach it from the viewport. I know that I saw that you could do that in the tutorial, so... Add more buttons. Enable children reordering. Unblock UI widgets. By default, UI widgets does not block mouse clicks from selecting prims in the viewport. That's good. In order to block accidental clicks, stack containers have the Boolean property content clipping. Enabling this option will make the UI consume mouse clicks and prevent any unwanted selection of the prims behind them. So in the H stack, enable content clipping, and I cannot... I can add a cue, but I can't click it. That's not originally what I went to go look for, but I would like to try it. Okay, so right now I can select my cube and move it around, but if I go into, I'm just going to get rid of this H stack, go into this H stack and enable content clipping, I can no longer... That's a lie. Because I probably didn't follow directions properly. Maybe I have to do it... Okay, it has to be in the V stack because I put the H stack in the V stack, so now I can't. And then I saw separate window. That didn't change anything. What if I do the thing I saw before where it said window frame? Oh, cool. Can I get rid of... remove viewport window? Yes, so now it's in its own little frame. That's cool. So now I probably can do the scrolling frame that I wanted to do originally. Let's put that. No, I wanted to put it Maybe I want to put everything in my scrolling frame. Cool. Can I put a collapsible frame now? Put the whole V-stack in there. I can't close the collapsible frame though. Maybe that's because the contact clamping is on? No. Interesting. Maybe because this is separate window? Yep, okay. So turn separate window off. And this will allow me to have a collapsible frame. Now I want to put this up here. Is it probably because I have spacers? Oh gosh, no, that just made my buttons giant. Goes back. Oh, I just have to put the spacers at the bottom here. Cool. Can we add a text label, something that gives direction in interface like the button A does Y? Yes. So I created a label here, and to do that, I just go and click label, and I can put it wherever I want in the stack. So the other one I have above the buttons, but let's put it in here, and we'll name this these are buttons. And then we can change the color by adding styling here at the bottom and alignment and stuff. So let's make this button green. I prefer that color green. Even has an alpha channel. That's cool. So let's put this in the middle. Oh. It said no, absolutely not. I wonder why. I can't change any of the alignment for this label. Top. Okay. That's interesting. And I'm not really sure. Let's see. Fail to execute command change property. That's a lot of stuff. Maybe I can do it with the padding and margins. Let's do padding. I don't see that changing anything. The margin does. Can I delete this? Remove. And I'll remove that one too. But that is not what I want. Maybe I change that. Okay, so I just put a margin height in. The only thing is it's not reactive to the window now, so if I change my window size, my margin stays the same. Can we have dynamic text labels so the text changes depending on the button pressed? That's a really good challenge. I'm sure you can. I'm sure you can connect it to events. Let's see if the tutorial shows that. event handling. So you can add an action. It's using a clicked function. So it's keeping track of this through action graph events. So you could probably do an action graph event that changes the label when the button is pressed. You can even use Python after you define an action graph custom event. So you can say on my custom event, then change, like grab prim at path, it would be the label. And you could probably change the label because this, where's my label? The text, you would grab this Omni UI label text, it's a string, and you would grab this and you would change it on your event. Let's see if we can do that in the time we have today, actually. Since we've already pretty much seen how this works, it's pretty easy just adding things. Let's follow that tutorial. All right. Kit commands can be used from buttons to execute a variety of tasks. The action option for the clicked function has autocomplete dropdown of commands. So you can create meshes. We can use command utils for a history and library of kit commands. And we can use action graph, can be used to respond to buttons, mouse clicks. In this example, action graph node rotate to orientation is used to rotate a cone in the scene. A custom event is created in action graph to trigger the rotation node. Once the event has been defined, it can be set in the button's clicked function property. This is using a message bus system. Go to events, my custom event. Where do we add the Python script though? Okay, let's create an action graph. Oh, that's the one thing with code. I'm making a note. Hold on. I've been logging notes as I live stream. Like last time I did like best practice tip. And I also want to make code better. So notes for Omni code. We're going to do enable action graph or enable Omni graph. Because I feel like that's a really important part for a developer. You might use a mix of Python and visual scripting. And if you're developing, you don't want to have to go and turn it on, right? I mean, I don't. Okay, so we have Action Graph Bundle installed. I'm just going to dock the extensions. And now we should be able to create an action graph. Add? Nope. Maybe I didn't do... I'm going to do omni.graph. Installed. Action graph editor. Like all of these should be on. Create. Visual scripting. There it is. Action graph. And now I can, let's do an event on what they use. On custom event. We're just gonna call this change label. And then we'll have this button be an action or an event, I mean, and it will be change label. The only, I guess it would be a script node, right? We don't have script? I thought we did. Event? No, it wouldn't be an event. Generic? Yeah, how do I execute a script, like a custom script from Action Graph? That I've never done before. Let's look in the documentation. Go to the resources and we'll go to this search script node. I don't know, maybe action graph. 0 results. Glossary of terms. All right, we're gonna rely on Google. NVIDIA Omniverse script node action graph. All right, where are you? You exist. I know you exist. Where are you? Oh, why does it have to be its own extension? All right. There it is. It's enabled. Maybe I just have to update it. Update. Oh no. Is it? No. Okay, I thought it was crashing for a second. Oh, my nodes went away for a second. I was scared. Okay, there it is. That's so weird. I had to update it. It wouldn't show. I knew it existed. Thought I was losing my mind for a second. Okay, so in my script, I can... I don't think I need all this. Delete. And let's go back to event handling. I'm gonna steal that and we'll just change it around. Let's do this. Oh, you know what I want to do? I'm going to enable the commands, and I'm going to see what the commands look like when I change the label. Command utils. Open this up. Ah, that's not what I wanted it. Come back. We're going to put it here. I'm going to clear this. And let's change the label. Not that one. Let's do this label. Let's change it to test. And let's see what it does in that. And this is what the command looks like when you change it. So let's select this command. Go into our script node. This is not, what do we call this event? Change label. Let's get that exactly how it needs to be. All right. Well, I guess we should make sure it works first. So let's go back to here. Nope. That's change label. And I have to connect that. That would be a good idea. When it's received, execute this. All right, what am I missing? Did I do this button? Change label. When it's clicked, oh, I only simulate on play. Maybe get rid of that. Oh, wait. I didn't change things properly on the script itself. This one. Big subscription to pop by type, my change label, and the event. All right, let's try that again. Nope. What am I missing? Maybe I have to reload the script. I'm gonna copy this and reload. Received, execute the script. Not defined in user script, running in legacy node. I've never used the script node, so I'm not quite sure. Do I have to add an attribute? Let's go back to this. Where are they putting the script? Like the custom event works without them using the script. After defining action request custom event as described, you can use it in Python like this. Yeah, but where? That part's not very clear to me. Compute, not defined in user script. Maybe it has to be that. Oh. Okay, yeah, wait. So you have to connect the paths from custom event to script file path. And now it works. Yay! Okay. So now let's change our script. Go into that command. Oh goodness, what command was it? I think it was this one. And selected commands. And then on event, we need to throw our import up here. Oh, it's not like VS Code where I can just grab it and drag it. I have to do that. This too, actually. And then make sure it's tabbed correctly like this. And we're going to change it. We're going to have it changed to I have been clicked. But previously it says test. And I'm scared, so I'm gonna copy all of this before I reload the script just in case. Reload. And that did not work. Invalid syntax. At 16. USD context name, USD stage.open. Can I just get rid of this? Do I need this? Can I just comment that out? Let's try. Reload. Clear our console. Line 11. Oh, whoopsies. Because I commented out, I needed another parentheses. Undent does not match any other outer indentation at line 18. This is getting rid of stuff. SDF is not defined. On event. Maybe it has to be in the event? I don't know why I would. It's still saying it's not defined, but it is defined. Put that back. All right, Zia, this is a really great challenge because I'm not sure. understand why this is not working. Can I just... I don't know. Maybe it doesn't need to be indented like this. Oh, it worked. There we go. Okay. So I just had it indented too much. That worked. Woohoo, we did it. Okay, so you can change it back. The only thing, this is hard-coded. So you'd have to fix this so that you could change it back and forth. Now it's saying SDF is not defined again. That's really silly. But we can change it back and forth, so we can go back to previously. I wonder if it needs the previous one. I wonder if I can just get rid of that. Let's try this. Reload. No, it does need... I think it does need the previous one. Or it's not working because it thinks SDF is not defined again. Well, we got it to work once. Get rid of this. And previous one is this one. So do one final test C. Reload. No, it's the saying that SDF is not defined. Yeah, I don't understand that. I don't know why it's not working. It worked just a second ago, and now it's saying that SDF here is not defined. But it's defined. So, got it to work at some point. That's a good challenge for us to go through. If you're not familiar with the script node, just to reiterate, you do have to make sure that it is enabled an extension and updated. Mine was not updated, that's why I didn't see it here. And then you can trigger your custom event in your no code UI using script nodes. And maybe you can figure out for me why this isn't working. I'm going to start wrapping things up here. Let's throw my face back onto the screen. And next week, per Zia's request, he's got a lot of great challenges. I'm going to start exploring how we can do multiple choice UI. I think I have an idea of how to do it. There's that Omni UI. Where is it? Is it this one? The Omni Scene Docs. So I've used this quite a lot on the stream before. And I think if we go into... Oh, they changed it. Oh, they changed it a lot. Wait. Examples. They used to have an example on there that you could click like through the buttons, and you could do check marks and little buttons next to labels and do multiple choice, but I don't see it there anymore. So this might be an even bigger challenge than I thought. So on Wednesday, I'm going to go ahead and go through that. That's at 1 o'clock Eastern time, 10 a.m. Pacific time. And then at 2 o'clock Eastern time, I will be joining the Omniverse Live community stream, or Omniverse community live stream, where we'll be talking about how to create an extension. Me, Jen, and Eric are going to be on, and we're going to talk about all of the new stuff that there is to create an extension with based on the new video that Paul Kutzinger put out. So I will see you guys on Wednesday, and thanks for watching. Goodbye.